Good morning. For this week, your assignments are in the week 10 slides. So if you ever need reference, you can open up those week 10 slides. On the 9th and 10th, Monday and Tuesday of this week, after you take attendance, you will open the journal for On the Rainy River. It's below the 12th date because there's two entries, one for the 9th and one for the 12th. You're going to complete the first journal. It says, in the directions, you'll be completing the journal prompts as we read On the Rainy River by Tim O'Brien. Please complete each prompt when it is assigned, and each prompt you should respond in 4 to 6 sentences using correct conventions, capitalization, spelling, grammar, and punctuation. So for the 9th and 10th, you will define courage in your own words, provide examples of courageous acts or people to support your definition of courage. Consider what you think of when you hear the word courage. On the second page is the rubric, so you need to complete each response accurately and thoroughly, and have controlled conventions with infrequent errors. When you finish the journal response, you will go to the Jamboard. The Jamboard is found in the week 10 slides. Please make sure that you're clicking on your correct class. You'll see, if you haven't done it already, that there's already responses. Please make sure your name is on each post-it when you respond to the Jamboard. When you go to the Jamboard response, just note at the top, you toggle to each new question. For each question, you're answering who is more courageous, and you're given 2 people or types of people. You're going to make your choice by putting the post-it under the side which you believe is more courageous, and then on your post-it, you'll write your reasoning for your choice. And that's what we did for the 9th and the 10th. On the 11th and 12th, the 12th and 13th, after you do the attendance, you will get your purple text, and the first story in the purple text is On the Rainy River by Tim O'Brien. You're going to read paragraph 1. After you read paragraph 1, you will complete the Nearpod questions, which are in the slides. Your codes are below. There are 3 questions. If for some reason you can't get on the Nearpod, you can just copy those questions and inbox me if you're not in class to answer them. And then you will go back to your Courage Journal and answer the second question. So that is in modules, On the Rainy River Journal. And after reading that section, you're going to answer, how does Tim O'Brien define courage? It's actually on the first page. These are old page numbers, so I'll make sure to update that. How does this compare to your definition of courage? Okay, so that's just based on that first paragraph where he defines courage. When you finish that, you can submit it. And then finally, the last assignment is Vocab 2. Vocab 2, your previous definitions are at the top, myriad and incredulous. Your new vocab words are acquiesce and instigate. So acquiesce means to reluctantly agree, to submit or comply silently without protest. So my example is, I didn't want to travel to my sister's, but I acquiesced when she told me she needed a babysitter. And the second word is instigate, which means to initiate an action, usually bad. My example is, my father always told me not to respond when instigated because it is the retaliator who usually gets in trouble. True story. There are 5 questions at the bottom, 2 points each. You receive points by doing the following: 1, answering complete sentences, and 2, using the bolded word in each response. If you do not do either of those things, then you will not receive points. Okay, so example, the first one says, what might happen if a student instigated the teacher by shouting in class? You just restate the question. If a student instigated the teacher by shouting in class, and then you tell me what would happen. Have a great day, everyone.